Right, okie dokie, just to update on the slightly extended 6-week challenge into the Go Big, Go Home challenge. I found some wood, and I'm not quite sure what wood it is, but these are the 2 blank blocks that I started off with, and I'll zoom in and show what they ended up with. Okay, right, first project was to look at a block of wood. I found some scrap bits of wood. I'm not entirely sure what wood this is. Beautiful though. So I wanted to make an egg. So I started off by creating the egg shape, which looks quite okay on this side here. But this was my first big sort of moment. It was a bit wobbly actually, a bit scary. If you can see on this side here, you can see that massive cut. So I wanted to create just an egg, a freestanding sort of egg shape. And then you turn this part here, and then you cut that bit off, and you're left with an egg. Twice the chisel got caught, and you can see it's created that massive sort of cut there. So interesting, but so that was the first piece that came out of that. Had another go at it because I thought, you know what, I've got the hang of it. I quite like the shape of that. So then I moved on to creating an egg where I managed not to get the chisel completely gouged in. And I thought, at first I thought, you know what, I can probably make the egg slightly smaller and get rid of that. And then I thought, no, I'm going to keep it. I want to keep that horrible sort of scratch in it to remind myself that it doesn't always work to plan. So that was the first one. Second attempt was this one here, which has come out okay actually, sanded it down. And the problem with an egg is what do you do with it? It kind of rolls around the desk. So the end piece, which is this little piece here, I turned into a little collar like that, and then the egg sits on there. So that's quite a nice simple little project to do, which I might bring into school at some point, and see if we can get some children to make some of those eggs if you're interested. So that starts off with just a block. First attempt didn't really work. Second attempt, I actually prefer the shape of the first egg. It's slightly sort of shorter, as it were. This one's here quite a long egg. But anyway, that's the beauty. Each one looks slightly different. Then I took this big lump of wood here and I thought, you know what, I'm going to crack on with my bowl. And actually, what I ended up with was I've managed to get a slight bowl shape to it where it's got a curve to it, but not great. The sides, I quite like the sides. But getting the wood turned out on the inside, that's beyond me at the moment. So this does not count as the Go Big, Go Home challenge, because that's not really a cereal bowl, is it? At best, that's a bowl to be had with peanuts or snacks or popcorn or something, but something quite shallow. So that came from that piece of wood there. So that's where I am with my wood turning Go Big or Go Home project. Right, so that is the next step. I think this is week 6 of the 6-week challenge. So I've got probably 2 or 3 more weeks left to turn what's not really a cereal bowl. You could probably have 4 or 5 cornflakes in there and it would slop around a bit. I'm very aware that this piece of wood, I was going to turn another one, but actually it's not thick enough, so I'm not quite sure. I need to go and source another piece of wood, I think. But I hope that your 6-week challenge is finishing and you're going into your even bigger project. Maybe it's led in. Clearly juggling hasn't, although you could argue I could juggle with eggs. I'm not going to because, well, I'm just not going to, because that's going to break, isn't it? And that's a present for somebody. Anyway, enjoy the next steps in your project. And here's to a really happy half term. 2 weeks after that, hopefully we're going to be back and we'll be able to share all those stories of all the things that we've pushed and done and enjoyed over this time. Anyway, stay well and enjoy half term.